So first of all, welcome to this evening's candidate forum. My name is Ellie Roth, and I'm the Chief Justice of the OKCU Student Court. We will start tonight with the Vice President of Student Activity Council candidates in alphabetical order, followed by our presidential candidates.
Brenda determination to achieve everything she sets her mind to inspires me to push myself to be the greatest I can be. She is continuously encouraging her peers, helping her peers, and asking her peers for help. My favorite thing about Kaylin is she is not afraid to ask for help. Whether as a student who is confused in the science world or as a leader who is working to be the best leader she can be in the numerous organizations she is a part of. She is the leader that wants the best for everyone else. She is the leader that will do any and everything to do her job wholeheartedly and not let anyone down.
Being the athletic commissioner for SAC has allowed me to be involved on the executive council of SAC and work closely with the other positions on exec. I have been able to hear about the tasks in each position on exec at our weekly meetings and the processes each goes through to plan and execute their plans. This job has taught me how to plan a successful event, delegate tasks, and serve OCU students in an impactful way. My impact on students may be small, but it has had the biggest impact on me as a human being. Throughout my 3 years here at OCU, I have come to know the value of our experiences and the relevance of the memorable moments that we are creating now. As VP of SAC, I would want to continue giving students the opportunities to make the memories that shape their college experience.
I've witnessed firsthand the leadership, hard work ethic, and motivation that Morgan has dedicated to SAC. I know for a fact that Morgan makes every decision with each OCU student in mind to ensure the betterment of this campus and the happiness of all of our students. Not only is Morgan a truly dedicated leader, but she is a genuine human being. She allows each and every individual to have their voice be heard.
This year, I serve as Chief Commissioner. In this role, I help to coordinate many events. Specifically, I organized and ran the Back to School Bash and Big Event. In addition to my assigned duties, I routinely carry out responsibilities to assist the current VP of SAC. If elected Vice President of the Students Activities Council, I will strive to create a positive and inclusive culture for all members of this organization. I would leverage the position to generate a better learning environment where students can easily be involved in creating events rather than just working them. First, I would like to reinstate 2 free movie nights each semester. I promise to leverage my strengths, my experience, and my passion to lead us into making the necessary improvements to becoming a truly amazing organization that directly benefits our university.
Kate has only been a student at OCU for 3 years, but her involvement with OCU goes all the way back to 1984, when her father, Dr. Kurtz, began working here as a professor. Kate practically grew up on this campus, and she's always been passionate about the success of this college. I have personally seen her lead the charge when it comes to growth and improvement of student organizations. She never needs to be prompted or asked. If she sees a problem, she fixes it. If she sees a need, she fills it. If she's involved with something, no matter what, she's going to make it a success. She has been willing to give up her time, share her talents, and push herself out of her comfort zone, all to make OCU a better place for the people who are students here. She has come so far from her childhood dreams of being an OCU student, and I know she is so happy, grateful, and honored to have had the opportunity to work alongside her fellow students to further improve the community here. OCU, you want Kate Kurtz for your next SGA president.
This campus is near and dear to my heart because, as Emily said, I grew up in its halls. With that, I've seen the university succeed and fail, and its student body struggle. However, no matter the outside circumstances this year, I can assure you I will help it thrive. I promise to continue the promotion of equality and diversity on this campus through the continuation of diversity days and various celebrations of life. I've been in contact with various students regarding the safety issue presented in Cokesbury regarding the lack of trash cans on site. This lack both poses an inconvenience to students as well as a safety issue, wherein students are forced to walk further lengths in the dark. To remedy this, I promise to begin discussions with Cokesbury to add more trash cans and alleviate the burden placed on its residents. I promise to implement a casual monthly forum where students can come to SGA and voice their grievances and seek answers to any questions they may have. At this forum, we will connect students with the right people who can answer their questions quickly and effectively.
Maybe you've seen Trey running around campus in a signature suit and tie, going from meeting to meeting, class to class. This is because keeping busy is something that defines his dedication to improving our campus community. Trey serves as Speaker of the Student Senate, a Student Advisor for OCU Leads, the Director of Student Civic Engagement Committee, Student Philanthropy Committee President, External Vice President of Lambda Chi Alpha, Vice President of Member Development on the Interfraternity Council, and Treasurer of Native American Student Society. Needless to say, Trey Trousdale is very involved on the OKCU community. His character, his vision and initiative for the future of this university, and his desire to serve the student body truly exemplifies who Trey Trousdale is. SGA needs a leader who will improve communication with the student body, who will forge greater connections between all student organizations and departments on campus, and who will work to create a rejuvenated brand of SGA.
This past year, I've continued to serve on SAC as well as the Greek District Senator and the Speaker of the Senate. Throughout this past year, though, I've also been able to see where SGA does fall short. We are focusing on 3 distinct areas: create, collaborate, and community. Create, the inner focus. For too long, SGA has not had consistent branding. By aligning all branches of SGA, we are taking major steps to rebrand and rebuild our legitimacy among administration and the student body. Collaborate, our relationship building focus. By prioritizing our relationships and forging new partnerships with university programs and student organizations, we are positioning our voices to be heard and more effectively serve the organizations that directly work for our students. Community, the student body focus. If elected, working with ambassadors from every school will be key in organizing our community and ensuring every single star is represented.
What do you see being the biggest fault in SGA right now, and what is a specific initiative you want to put in place to solve it?
I think first and foremost coming in, it's definitely going to be the rebrand. And doing that is just simply sitting down with all of the high officers, sitting down with the advisors, creating that new design, and then carrying it out.
For me personally, it's the issue of communication with the student body and that issue of transparency. I want to try to bring that with the structure. I kind of stole a little bit from State of the Students and decided to deformalize it a bit. So students have that opportunity to voice these concerns, not just at like one time, but once a month. So they can try to just solve that standard.
I think having that sort of just centralized place is an amazing idea to sort of deformalize and get interaction face-to-face between students and SGA. I think more importantly though, it's that sort of ambassador program that we're looking at implementing. It's going to make sure that our students have double representation, not only in the legislative branch of SGA, but also as an advisor to the entire executive branch, so that their voice will be heard both while executing policy and formally. I think that Kate is one of the kindest and the most hardworking senators and people I've ever known. I've never seen Kate do something that's not 110%, and so regardless of how this election shakes out, SGA has a bright future.
Trey's been so involved since he started on this campus, and he's a great face of the student body. He's a great person, and I'm really proud to call him a really good friend.
I was wondering where you guys fall on the OKCU versus the OCU.
And I will strongly go down fighting that it's OKCU.
I also go with OKCU, because if you go to Google and type in OCU, you get like Ohio Christian, and we're not anywhere near Ohio.
A few years back that we were looking to address the plus-minus system, because like someone over at OU could make a 90 and us make a 93, and we'd actually have a lower GPA than they would. So what are y'all's stances on that?
The weighting is kind of interesting, as well as when I look at the system, it just doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, it's kind of hard to justify having a 92 in the class. So I'd probably talk with Martha Berger and say, why do we have this?
I think one of the first conversations I have to have is with actually the provost, with Kent Buchanan, and sort of just talking with him about that issue and seeing if there is anything that can be done. Because ultimately he has the direct line of communication that's not a student line of communication to Martha Berger. I'd also ask our Senate to actually support a resolution, draft and support a resolution, so that when you're going to President Berger, you've already talked to the powers that be, so to speak, on the issue and academic affairs, but you've also got the voice of students coming with it.
The option to recycle and going green is something that's been talked about a lot by the student body, and this is about students. What are your views on that, and do you have any plans for that?
Forming a partnership with actually Stars on Earth, which is a new developing sort of Go Green initiative. SGA attempted to do the Blue Go screen last year, however, did not really pan out when we were switching over administrations. So I think developing that sort of takes it out of it won't happen ever again. It really formalizes a partnership between SGA and the student organization that allows us to function as the more administrative view, but not necessarily the boots on the ground that are going to be making it happen.
President Carter currently is talking about trying to make it a organization elected. We have 4 organizations that are working towards it and getting life involved. So for me personally, I would try to continue that initiative.
We have an ad hoc committee on governing documents, but as many of us as senators have found out, these documents are not exactly accurate, even the ones that we have in paper versus online. So as far as that goes, would you both be willing to make that a standing committee with the powers that you have?
Personally, I would like to see the continuation of it because as we've gone through the Constitution, we have seen things that just make no sense. There's really no reason why they're in there, and they backtrack and try to figure out why. As well as it's always nice to have a review process because no document is perfect, no governing body is perfect. And times will yield documents to change. So I believe we should definitely have one going forward. So we try to get the document as precise as possible as well as functioning.
I would agree. I would say that definitely hitting it hard with the new administration and the new Senate, getting that formalized and sort of approved before we even leave for summer is going to be key in making sure that we have a freshman class that's coming in that knows the function of SGA, with an SGA exec that knows their duties and know what they can do before we even get started. Upon returning in the fall, absolutely sort of establishing that just review committee that sort of keeps an eye not only on that document, but also the bylaws and the standing rules of all of the execs over their respective branches.
As a freshman this year, I've seen how hostile SGA can be, the way people treat other people, whether on social media, in person, behind your back, things get spread around that people are saying. So what can you two do as president of SGA, as representatives of the students to make all people feel welcome on our campus?
I think that if you want to be sort of bought into this community feel and feeling like OCU is a home, you've got to have leaders that look like you and leaders that you can relate to. So the first step is going to be getting leaders from across campus. We can't keep having just poli-sci majors. We've got to branch into the performing arts. We've got to be pulling students from all across campus. And then on the social media aspect, developing those communication plans and sort of establishing a social media policy of what do you do when someone on the OCU Facebook page does come for your branch? Do you get defensive and immediately tip-tap something out and send it? Or do we send it through a formalized process that is allowing one voice of SGA to be present on all social media?
That's another reason why I want to have that forum because that does create a direct line of communication, as well as I want to ensure we do have the SGA retreat because for SGA members and joint investors, it's a great way to get to know each other and form those bonds. We didn't have that this year. And I think coming off of the previous election and the animosities that were left over, that retreat could have helped solve some of them, but since it didn't happen, they kind of persisted. So for me, it would be definitely the social media thing that you said, as well as bringing in people who represent all sides of OCU and giving them a platform so they can directly communicate with the constituents.
What are your all's thoughts on how to get more senators involved?
Asking. I've talked to 3 people this year that didn't even know that their Senate seat was open or that they didn't know how to go about getting on Senate.
So it's going to everyone, asking as many people as possible, asking their friends to ask people. At that point, if we really have nobody posting on social media, maybe we can have flyers, just anything that gets that out there, that we have seats open, and everyone will be able to enjoy the amazing community that we're both going to try to create and continue.
Thank you all again for coming to hear from all 4 of our awesome candidates. I can say that each of these candidates are very qualified and they're all looking to serve you in the coming year. I would be honored to work alongside any one of them. So with that, don't forget to vote this Thursday and Friday on WorkSeek. It'll all go out in the email. You can find it on WorkSeek as well just by typing it in. The polls will open Thursday morning at 8 a.m. and will close on Friday at 5 p.m. So have a great evening.